Schachnovelle is a German movie from 1960. It's called Brainwashed in English for some reason. So if you're looking for that in the English version, use that title, Brainwashed. But it's based on a book by Stefan Zweig, and in its original it's just called Die Schachnovelle, which basically means the chess novel. In general, I recommend the book. It's a shorter read, like 80 pages, something like that if I recall correctly. But if you like old movies and you're not really into reading, then this is still a great movie to watch. The story is about chess, as the title suggests. We have a chess master going on a cruise ship, and on this cruise ship, a couple of passengers, they identify the chess master and obviously want to challenge him and play with him. And the chess master turns out to be a very arrogant prick, so the passengers, they definitely want to beat him. The only way to get him to play with them is to pay him. For each game, they give him a sum of money, or otherwise he wouldn't even play. And at some point, all of the passengers come together to play just one game. On one side, it's the passengers, and on the other, it's the chess master. And they're close to losing, and then all of a sudden, a mysterious stranger appears, and he gives them an idea for a chess move that they couldn't think of. And this move allows them to finish with a draw against the chess master. All of the passengers, they are really hyped about that. And they decide to play one more game, but this time it should only be the stranger against the chess master, and they pay for it. And the stranger reluctantly agrees. And while he's playing this final game against the chess master, it becomes obvious that he's a little bit insane. And then a flashback starts where it is explained why he is so good at playing chess. Because he was actually imprisoned during the 1940s in Austria by the Gestapo during World War II. And he was kept as a prisoner in a hotel. He wasn't allowed any human contact in that hotel, no discussions, no newspapers, no books. So he had only his brain to live with, and he was close to going insane in that imprisonment. But by luck, he found an old chess book with matches of grandmasters, and from then on he can only think about chess in his little prison cell. At some point he hits the limits of replaying these games in his head, and that's where he actually starts to imagine playing games. And he finds out that he can split his brain so that he's able to play the white and the black side at the same time, without the other side of his brain knowing what the opponent does. So he can actually surprise and trick his own brain with his imagination at playing chess. And this makes him a fantastic improvisation player who can think like 8, 9, 10 moves ahead. And this is what allows him to face off against this chess master on the cruise ship. And when we leave this flashback, we get back to the final game between these two opponents. And the chess master finds out that he can play his mind games with the former prisoner to make him go insane while they play this final game of chess on the cruise ship. It's really a fantastic story, one of the greatest stories in German literature, maybe in world literature. So if you haven't read the book, I highly recommend it. Once again, if you're not into reading, then check out the movie. It's a good movie, but primarily it's good because of the story. The cinematography is nothing special, and it has this typical old movie problem where the pacing is a little bit off, and they have lots of these long shots that are somewhat unnecessary, I would say. But the acting is well done. And once again, the story is definitely worth sitting through that. It's a 90-minute movie. They took a couple of details out that are in the book. In general, it's certainly not a fast-hitting action flick, so there is absolutely no action at all in the movie. So if you're looking for that, that's certainly not your movie. But if you're into more story-based movies, then this is one to check out.